What's up, guys? It is Tuesday evening. Normally, those of you who's watching would normally be looking for a World of Auto Racing podcast. Well, not tonight. Tonight, we're going to do something a little different. This is Nothing But Talk podcast. This is episode three. Episode three. If you guys haven't seen the first two episodes, go check it out on YouTube. Nothing But Talk. Jackson Troy was actually our very first guest on the show way back who knows when. But changing up tonight, changing gears tonight, shifting gears. Jackson, welcome back. We have an awesome show tonight. How exciting is this?
Thank you. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful to be back during such a celebratory type of vibe tonight. So
yeah. What's crazy is back in 2015, me and her were backstage at New Kids on the Block featuring Nelly and TLC. We happened to meet each other for when we met TLC. Jackson was nervous as all get out. So was I. But we made it through it, and now here we are several years later, honoring not only Lisa Lopes, but honoring C. So I got a little bit. Do you guys remember House Party? Remember House Party 3?
definitely.
With that scene when she does the math cracks me up. I'm going to play that scene right now.
He already guaranteed us 4.34% of the venue gross receipts based on generally accepted industry account practices. So we anticipated that you could at least give us 4.5%. You know what I'm saying? To fatten the pockets and give me the isms to put the cash in my hand.
Sound good to me. You?
Okay.
That might not be a problem.
Wait, okay. All right. If Cold Blood's gonna go there,
right.
Okay, perhaps we can adjust these figures so that we're looking at.
Shit.
Wait a minute. Okay. Perhaps we can. Wait. We change the figures to reduce some of our overhead. Flip it. Everything 3, and then we're looking at.
Hell no.
Wait. All right. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. All right. How about this? We give you plays cut so that we're looking
Nigga,
at.
you're bugging. Check this out. It's gonna be a G per show. We'll take care of all the hotel and the travel arrangements, and that's as fair as it's gonna get. I'm putting my foot down.
Well, ladies, look at him. Look at him, look at him. Looks like Cold Blood's deal is a little bit better than this one. And when y'all become big time and can beat that 5.0, give us a call.
So when I say make some, you say noise. Make some, make some. When I say make some, you say noise. Make some, make some.
Knock, knock, you gotta let me in, cause I know you got alligator skin underneath for your chin, and I only must pick up roughneck nigga. Check them in a sec just to see who's bigger. The left never ever did expect to poet. When I say it's time to get it up, I know we can't show it. And if you make a mistake, he'll never give it. Stupid mother, what? But if my hat is to the back, then you can sort of say it's crooked as the look that only Nicky gives a roughneck rookie. Jumps the humper and bump the back, hit the front, take a dump in the stump, roll a big fat blunt. And if he's quick to hand it to you, don't grab it. He only really want it if you know he can't have it. Chase a roughneck bet, you'll say dag nabbit, Mr. Butter Willie, you never catch that.
Here we go. So when I say make some, you say noise. Make some, make some. When I say make some, you say noise. Make some, make some. When I say make some, you say noise.
Turn over grace. Mercy.
It was not $100, it was $150. Can you send an extra 50?
Yeah, I can.
Is there anything you're talking about there?
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta.
Yeah, and of course it was 20 years ago yesterday when Left Eye was tragically killed in a car accident in Honduras. Jackson, how did you become a fan of TLC, and how did Lisa impact your life musically?
Um, well, I remember becoming a fan. I think it was like maybe like right after the summer that I was in like the sixth grade or something. Or maybe it was like a winter break. I don't remember which one because it was just like some sort of break off of school. But I remember sitting at home watching TV, and you know how they used to have commercials for like the anniversary albums or like re-released albums
Yeah.
from artists. And they did, it was a commercial I think for Now and Forever the Hits. And it just played all the time, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I know a couple of these songs, but I didn't really know what I was like listening to. And something or another happened. I probably got like on the computer after that and just started like listening, and I was just like completely like zeroed in, laser focused on nothing but TLC for since then. Literally since then, I would just like download all their songs, every single song that I could find. I would watch every single thing on YouTube. I've heard like the remixes. I was like searching for, like when they used to make the VHSs to go along with their different albums. I was buying stuff off of eBay. Like I was just completely and totally obsessed. And I think it was really like, other than their music, it was a lot of the time their interviews, because their personalities reminded me of like myself. And then, I saw kind of who the confidence that I wanted to have in myself when I was a kid, because I didn't really have a lot of confidence. And I just felt so self-conscious, and I'm short. So I was like, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful, they're funny, they're talented, and they're the same height as me. Like I just kind of fell in love with every single thing about them, on top of being able to relate to their music. I just related to them as people. And it just like made me have more confidence in who I was, and just and just not like look down on myself the way that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, in terms of the music, it just impacted me because I feel like everybody who is a real fan of theirs knows, like, yes, they make R&B music, but it's not like typical just traditional R&B music. There's a lot of rock in their music. There's a lot of alternative in their music. There's hip hop in there. There's just so many different um genres that they blend together so well, and the way that they do it is just always just so good. I don't know, I just feel like it has a lot to do with the type of music that I love to listen to, because I will always and forever like be like a kid of like 90s R&B. That's like, I love that so much. But I think that along with that, I just so much love like alternative music, and I really like rock music, and I think that their albums have a lot to do with that, because I just was I just feel like it's heavily influencing the way that I'm kind of looking at my own music, the type of stuff that I want to put out, the type of stuff that I really like to listen to, and the type of lyrical content that I really want to kind of exude, just making my own stuff. So
And I wouldn't say it even better myself, but it's like, I think I was in, I think it was in middle school. But now I remember when I was younger, I think I was, let's see, what is this, 2000, and this is what, 2022? See, eh, I was 9 at the time.
aw.
So I do remember. So I do remember seeing on the news, oh, so and so died. And I'm like scratching my head, like who? And then I had to
Mhm.
remember who they were. And as years went down, I heard waterfalls, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm digging that. And then more and more as years went over, I started to really dig their music. And then all of a
Mhm.
sudden, when Crazy Sexy Cool TLC story comes out, it's like right then and there, I said, okay, this is it. Let's do it.
Yep.
So started that young, and then as these years went on, and then eventually I was able to get all of their studio recorded albums. And I
Yep.
also have Left Eye's Supernova album, which was sent to me from the
Same.
United Kingdom, which came
Yep.
from the United Kingdom because for
Mhm.
those who don't know, it was never.
Never really.
So what's crazy is what people don't know is uh her record label told her that it was not going to be released in the United States, and she threw a fit. She disappeared. Nobody knew where she was at for days. Missing
Mhm.
person went. I'm just like, this girl crazy. But
All
and
right.
then eventually, and I'm just like, and that was a good album too. It
It's
just sucks
so
that
good.
it is, and it's like I think the track that I like the most is a new, what is it, a new Stars Born or something. Yes.
Mhm.
And Snow just messaged me. She is about 15 minutes. She'll be on in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So for those watching, if you don't know, Snow was Lisa's adopted goddaughter at the age of 8 years old. If you've ever seen The Last Days of Left Eye, it's mentioned in that documentary, which is a very good documentary. I'll watch it every year. I just didn't watch it this year. Have you seen The
Mhm.
Last Days of Left Eye documentary that was on VH1 a few years ago?
Oh, for sure. Didn't they put that out, or am I making that up? Like for D on
I think
DVD,
they
or do
put it
they?
out.
I think I
I think
have
they
it. If
put
they
it on
put it out, I
DVD.
think I have it. Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. But go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, I used to be like heavy on their Cyber TLC World um website, and I used to like be in the forums, and I believe that 95% of the people on those forums were like twice my age, if not three times my age, because they were fans from like the very beginning, and they were just like keeping keeping the legacy alive to a degree, because they had the forum. But they would post like old articles from magazines. There was hundreds of pictures of TLC on there, and I remember that they had them categorized. So they had TLC category would be hundreds of pictures of TLC altogether. Then they had a T-Boz category, be hundreds of pictures of T-Boz. Left Eye category, Tilly, hundreds. And I would just like go through and just be like, save, save, save. Like I need every single picture of them on my computer. And I just like
That sounds like
I read the
me.
articles. Yes, no, serious. I mean, like for real. Like they and then when they would put like the article clippings, they would scan them probably into their computers from old magazines, and I would just go through, and I
Mhm.
just read and just be like, oh my god, like I need injected into my veins. I want to know every
Mhm.
single thing. I want to feel like I was there, even though obviously I was like a baby at the time. But I
Right.
just wanted everything that I could like take in of them.
And if you remember the uniform or the costume, shall I say, that I wore when I met them, I'm glad I
Mhm.
did that.
Yeah.
I literally went through all ends to put that together because that was actually a Halloween costume that I ended up turning
Okay.
into the time when I because it was Halloween costume for 2014, and obviously in the workplace you can't wear condoms or anything else like that on. So I improvised.
Right.
I wore buttons,
Mhm.
those alcohol pad wrappers to make it
Oh
look.
yeah. That's so smart.
I'll have to I'll have to find that picture. When I find it, I'll send it to you. But I ended up winning
Okay.
that costume contest that year. Uh,
Hey,
and then of
period. Because
course,
it was such a good like outfit. It really was.
and then a year, and then I think it was Chili. I think it was T-Ball. She was like, "Oh, speaking of which, happy birthday to T on T-Ball's Watkins.
Yes.
It's
Happy
it.
birthday.
It kind of breaks my heart that her birthday is just the day right after, unfortunately, Lisa lost her life. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, so we have a guest on today, the creator of The Eye Is Right, Jordan Cooper. Jordan, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Ooh,
Trying to
can you
get
hear
the
me?
mic to work. Yes,
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Sorry about that.
it's okay. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today? So, do you mind telling us how long you've been a TLC fan and what your favorite fond memories are of uh, Left Eye and how you came about the page The Eye Is Right?
Well, so I've been a fan since TLC did Are You the Girl? Actually, I first noticed TLC when No Scrubs dropped. But I was like 6 years old. So, I'm just thinking the song, No Scrubs, it sounds cute, but I'm a guy, so some guys wasn't having all of that. Like, oh no, you're singing No Scrubs, but you're a man. And I'm like, listen, I love the song, okay? So sorry, I'm trying to make sure you can see me. Sorry. All right. So basically, I wanted to really make something that was true to Lisa. People have a lot of different interpretations of Lisa, and I didn't think it was fair that some of the things that some of us fans see when reading in interviews and listening to listening to interviews, some of that stuff don't get brought to the light. So I said, you know what, let me make something, because I don't want to push my ideas and beliefs on other fans that got big platforms themselves. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make people do something they don't want to do. So I said, I got to do this on my own. So that's what prompted me to make The Eye Is Right. And yeah, it just took off from there.
Yep, and I do follow the page, and I came across the little video that was shared, and I have it on here. Jackson, check this out.
Okay.
Never be the same again. Check it, night and day. Black quicksand to red clay. The US to UK, NYC to LA. From sidewalk to highway. See, it'll never be the same. What I'm saying, my mind frame never changed. To UK to rearrange. But sometimes it seems completely forbidden to discover those feelings that we kept so well hidden. Where there's no competition, and you render my condition, though improbable, not impossible. For love that could be unstoppable. So wait, I find lines between fate and destiny. Do you believe in the things that were just meant to be? When you tell me the stories of your quest for me, picturesque is the picture you paint effortlessly, and as our energy splits and begins to multiply, every day situations they start to simplify. So things will never be the same between you and I. We entwine our life forces and now we're unified.
That song is on my phone right now. Like, I listen to that so much. I love the video. Love it.
Yeah, I was surprised to find out that they did a song together. Because the thing is, the Spice Girls, those are my first loves of music. Those are my first loves. They got me into music. But finding out, later on that Mel C and Left Eye made a song together, I'm like, what? Why don't nobody talk about this?
Right, I
Right.
seen that too.
It
I'm
should have been
like,
bigger.
right, I seen it too. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay, cool. I listen. I'm like, hey, I like this. But my favorite song that she's done by as a guest appearance has to be Darnell Jones. You know what's up? I
Donald
love that
Jones.
song.
A lot of
Yep.
Yeah, I
people
love
love
that
that
too.
one. A lot of people love that one. That is a fan favorite, and I do like that one a lot. I do. My favorite one is a song that honestly, people don't really know too much about. Is the Egypt song song she did with Egypt, "Crush on You." Oh, that
Oh
verse
Mm-hmm.
was
yeah.
fire.
That's good too.
Oh, it was amazing. I'm telling you. Ooh, ooh. It was great. I loved it so much. But what was your favorite music video with Left Eye?
Ooh, I gotta go back to the beginning. Ain't too proud to beg. That's got to be my favorite. the big old glasses, the hat, the different outfits. That's got to be like my favorite. That's literally like the first video like I ever saw. So it's like when I was actually telling Jackson, she's seen it in person because her and I met TLC back in 2015. I came in dressed in a full Left Eye outfit, suspenders, red pants, green hat, all that good mess.
Wow.
And it was a fun time. So
Yeah.
her goddaughter Snow is actually going to be on the show here in just a few short minutes.
Okay.
So she's on her way back now. And then her brother Ronald said if he has time, he will tune in tonight and talk about his favorite memories of Lisa and go from there.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
But
mhm. Did you say your favorite music video too?
Let me think. My favorite music video. The thing is, I love all the music videos, but I love the live performances so much. So
Yeah.
I think about live performances, and as far as videos, maybe I'm gonna say Scrubs because the looks are just so fire. Like the looks were so tight, and every single look that Lisa had was just like it's replicated all the time. Like the music video looks are replicated all the time. And I love obviously like when they all have on the black and her makeup is like, just real over the top. But I love when she has on the white and it's just very soft and she's got the little hair flip and it's just like the feathers or whatever. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So, and I mean, honestly, like the Unpretty video at the end where they show like the clip of her when she was a part of like a gang.
Yeah.
And, that look was fire.
That look is underrated as ever. That look is underrated.
I was like, she didn't get enough camera time with this look. Y'all trying to play her right now, but yeah.
I wonder how many people know about it now because, with the whole, how do I say this? Because they re-uploaded the video on YouTube and they cut out both her and T-Boz's solos. So I don't know if many people really know about that. Honestly, they put the censored version with just, the girl that had issues with, weight issues.
Yeah.
And the other girl, Chili, she just had her, solo about her breasts. So, I don't know how people know about it now, but those were heavy hitting. That was a heavy hitting music video.
I know.
I tell you
really,
what,
really was.
And the song has. And what I like about it is all their songs, all of her lyrics have so much meaning to them. Especially Waterfalls, especially the lyrics on Waterfalls. Dreams are aspirations. The rest is up to me and you. That quote, I live by that quote. It's a good one and it means a lot. And one thing that I kind of got into argument with some of the other day was like, oh, did you know that TLC purposely removed Lisa's rap from No Scrubs? And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? It's always there. They just have two versions of the song, one that they created without her and one they created with her. It's if you just do your research, you guys would actually
just the radio edit.
Just the
radio edit.
Yeah, the radio edit too. Exactly. That's
I don't even like when it comes
the
on the radio
has
because I already know what to anticipate.
Exactly.
If I don't hear Busta, it's over. Just turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm gonna still sing it.
I'll be like,
yeah.
I'll be like, next.
Oh yeah. Like with Donald Jones, what's up? If I don't hear Lisa talking at the beginning, there's no point of continuing.
Listen, I already know what's up. I'm not going to keep on.
I kind of wonder if there's even a without rap. This just hit me now. Is there even a without rap version of Never Be the Same Again?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Hey, research. That's what research is about,
Yeah, because that's unheard of for me to hear that there's a no. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but the fact that I don't know that is a surprise to me.
It just makes the song though. Like the UK girls were going up when she came out of that on that stage during that performance. They were like, "Oh my god!" Like at first they was like, "Oh yeah," and then she came out. They was like, "Oh my god!" So it was like, no, like if y'all gonna cut it, y'all are really losing out here. If you're gonna cut that part, because that's what's really making the song. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Right.
What was? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. And
Oh,
I mean,
I interrupted
Jackson
you. I'm
has
sorry.
a point. Jackson has a point there.
Yeah. And
Just
also,
finished.
that was the first time like seeing a TLC girl in the UK, really, because TLC at that time flying out to the UK to do shows. So that was like the first time that audience got to see TLC in person. It was like a member of TLC in person. Like, wow, oh my god, and they're rapping on stage, and there's two. Oh my god, people don't highlight that enough too. It's like you had Beyonce with the Dixie Chicks. And then you got Left Eye with Melanie C. I'm like, you got members of the best-selling girl groups of all time working together. Why don't people talk about these things?
Literally.
Right.
Facts.
And it's like, right. And it's like when TLC came back for the 20th anniversary. I think that's what it was. Yes. 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they start? The very first country they had their very first back return tour was in the United Kingdom. The UK fans got to see them first before we here in the United States did. So it's like they put the world, they went Australia, South Africa, UK, Canada,
Japan.
any other country.
Japan,
Yep.
oh my god.
Japan,
They do not play.
I mean, they had the fan mail tour.
Yes.
Like the fan mail tour went to Japan. It's a rare footage. It's on YouTube. I seen it the other day. It's the rare concert footage, the entire 1 hour and 20-minute show.
You got to send me that
I'm
link.
just like, wow.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm going to. I will.
And Destiny's Child opened for that
It's just like,
fan mail tour.
Yeah, like
yep.
Oh my god. Like it's just that was an iconic tour. And you got TLC, Destiny's Child, Black, Christina Aguilera. Like you're not gonna see that again.
No.
You're not gonna see that again.
And I loved how on the tour they had their
Black
solo
is trying to make a comeback, but it's just not the same time Natty Reed.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that they had their solos. That was great, and I'm thankful for that. Like, oh, I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, it was just so cute. Like you saw them do things that they don't usually do. Like, Left Eye, you're doing magic on stage. What's going on here? And she did her like piano solo, and I was just like, oh my god, my girl's so talented. They did that.
Oh, that was a big showcase. That was a showcase. Yeah. Oh, I really wish Chile did take our time though. I really wish it did.
Yes.
Shut it down. Oh, that would have shut it down.
Oh my gosh. That might be my favorite album of theirs. I think that's my favorite album.
It's a great album. That is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Even though Crazy Is Cool is in my top 3. It's in my top 3.
Okay.
But I love on the TLC tip, I love the album. That's my second favorite. But it's gonna gag. Y'all gonna gag on this one. But my favorite number 1 is 3D.
Okay. Nice. I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not mad.
Yes. I didn't even like. Oh my god. Yes. I think.
I'm not mad.
Literally. Oh, I like that. Okay, go ahead. See, I'm slacking on my TLC merch. I got my shirt over here, but I gotta, I have to change, but listen, I love that album because I felt the potential where they were trying to go with that album. I felt it. It's like, and then look and doing all the digging I've done for the album and seeing what they started off with, what songs was that came after she passed away. I'm like, oh, okay, so this actually would have been a really, really good album if Lisa was here to complete everything. But there's also some songs that she did do that didn't make the album. So I'm like, I just like, you got me on a cliffhanger here. Where are these songs? I need to hear them.
I know.
Right.
That would be so lit if we could ever actually hear them, which I don't know. I guess that's like, at this point, probably not. But What
Yeah.
Pharrell did on that album, though,
Well, I mean-
I was like, Pharrell was doing it.
Yes, he was.
In Your Arms Tonight.
I mean,
Listen,
Underrated jam.
I love that song. That's probably my favorite song on the album. It's so good. Jesus.
It's very good. It's a very good song.
so
What's your favorite album?
my favorite
Well,
album,
TLC.
my favorite album is the very first album I ever got. I got it off of eBay. I fought tooth and nail for that damn thing because I wasn't giving up on it, and that has to be Fan Mail.
All right.
Okay. Love that one
I remember
too.
I was losing the bid. I was like, I'm pushing for. I just kept pushing and pushing, and finally the other bidder just gave up, and I was like, this is mine.
Oh man.
It started with that, and then eventually I got all their albums,
Yeah.
including Supernova. So
Yeah.
Shout, I love Shout though. Shout was the jam. Shout
is good.
Oh my god, her rap on Shout is unmatched. Unmatched.
Wait, so you like the rap on Shout
It's
better than My Life?
Damn, okay, here's the battle. My Life versus Shout. That's always the people put against each other because it's two songs that could have blew up as singles that did not get the love that they deserve. Oh my god, which one do I spit first? I think I spit My Life before I spit Shout, but I love them both hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I'm gonna have to say My Life for now. But damn, that's a fight. What about y'all?
It's My Life for me.
Same.
Okay. Okay. But her verse on Shout was just she came through with heat. Oh, she was spitting.
Wait, what about Good at Being Bad?
Nah.
No.
I love it, but to me, those other two verses have more fire to me. Like she's put her heart on My Life. She put her heart on My Life, and then when it comes to Shout, it's just she was just like being aggressive, and I love each of them. And then she was being aggressive with I'm good at being bad, but it doesn't have the same fire as Shout. It's great, it's great, but it doesn't have the same fire to me.
Yeah, I think I like I'm Good at Being Bad as a song overall. It just took me by surprise when I first heard it, and I was like, oh, this is okay. I was like, y'all trying to have me circling here. So that's why I really like Good at Being Bad. Okay, what about on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack?
This Is How It Works.
Ooh!
That's actually my favorite TLC song.
Oh my god, I'd be
It was
blasting
amazing.
that. It's so good.
See,
It's crazy how they're able to make something sexy like that. Like, how are y'all doing that?
See, people ask me what's my favorite song from them. I'll be like, I can't pick. I just can't pick. They're all good.
That's the one for me. Like from the beat, like the way beat be going, like it be going crazy, and then T-Boz, singing her parts and Chili going in with her ad libs. I'm just like, this is it. And then Lisa, because Lisa is credited for doing background on that song. So you got all three of them and Deborah Killen singing.
Yes, they didn't give my girl enough time with the vocals. Like, I'm like, put her up front a little sometime, like, please.
And she said it too. She said she's not a singer, but the thing is when she does sing, it's a really nice voice. It's a nice, sweet voice.
Yeah, she has a really pretty tone.
It's funny because this screen had froze for a second, and it was an awkward pose.
I was laughing at that in my head.
Wait, hold on. All right, we back.
Have you guys ever seen?
You know what? I'm about to.
What'd you say?
I'm about to take it back, like way back.
Oh yes, play that.
Let's see if it works.
Oh.
Oh, play Freedom 2, please.
I don't mean that. Here we go. Let's go old school Left Eye while we wait for Snow.
Sweet life. No, street life. Duh. And that's what you get when you're in street life.
I was like, oh, she been after this forever.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
The other night, I decided to walk down the block. I heard all this noise, 12 o'clock. Sirens, guns, and police, dogs barking. 3 paddy wagons pulled out from parking. Filled with people from off the street and just committing all crimes in the city. See, they're killing innocent people by the week of the night. Drug dealers helping kids to get all hot. They don't care about nothing. They have no home. They're either living with the gang or all alone. God, 20 years never had a wife. Well, that's what you get when you live street life. Girls from prostitutes at the age of 10 running away from their pimps again and again. Some do it because of parents. They seek revenge. What little do they know? Right to hell they'll spend. Some think it's cute to be a prostitute. They're looking for money, not giving a hoot. No matter what goes. I'll never understand it. How can you stay a body just to be damaged? Just take it in the head and always ready for bed. They don't know if they'll return alive or dead. They go through all of the pain, misery, and strife. Well, that's what you get when you do street life.
Ooh. Ooh.
And what about the little babies being born the piper? So helpless, addicted to cracking it. Yeah, somebody make it, but the rest they just die. When we go earth already, it's goodbye. Here's a rap about me. QT, what does it mean? Quality, a degree of excellence, in other words, superior.
There it is.
First class. Well, that's just me. Clear as glass, forever be a V. T-I-E. I'm always ready, never deadbeat. Anything the doctor ordered. You the audience, me the lyricist, never promise I will. But for the Lord, of course, find more than 2 cents that I like. So tells you what, that I'm a master of the mic. Roll phone on my own. I write my round. Win alone. So knick-knack, paddywhack, get home.
All right, so let's get her on. Let's get this going. All right. So it's loading. Snow, can you hear us? There she is. Guys, I'd like to welcome Left Eye's goddaughter, Snow, to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Snow. Oh. I guess that happened.
Jordan, can you hear us? Oh, I love that picture.
Me too.
Is that a poster?
Well, I had it printed out personally myself.
Okay.
Because I could not find the poster. So, and I think this is my favorite picture of TLC.
I think I think so too. That was like my screensaver for the longest time on my computer. I love that picture. They're so beautiful. Oh my God.
Right? I remember this one fan. I cannot remember his name. I'm going to look up his name right now. But he had created this TLC merchandise box where he had made his own TLC CDs. and
Mm.
he had created like a whole case where it was all like the leftover songs and remixes, and he used that picture as the cover.
Okay.
It was like, okay, and he had the whole
So
rollout.
creative.
He had the whole
Yes.
rollout, like he had the cases, like you can open it up and you have a booklet. You have a CD printed. Like it was really nice. I was so mad I found out about it at the end of it all. When it was all over, that's when I found out about it. I'm like, oh man, you gotta make another one.
Yes. Oh my
All
gosh. I
right,
know
let's
that.
see.
That's so
What's this
creative.
time?
Hi,
There she
Snow.
is.
Hey.
Hello.
All right.
I think the service is horrible. Can
All
y'all see
right.
me?
Let's see. Yep.
We can see you.
Gotta love you. Hey, you gotta love these technical issues. You know,
It happens.
it
Yes.
does.
Uh, she'll be back. She'll be back. Oh, there she is.
Yep. There we go. Okay. Seems we got everything going now.
Could be.
There she go. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. We can see you now.
Okay.
All right. So, first off, thank you so much for joining the show tonight.
You're
Um,
welcome.
if you don't mind, tell us your favorite fondest memories you have at this time you had with Lisa.
Um, we went to New York like around the time they was filming for doing the last performance they had for I think it was MTV or something like that. Yeah, it was
MTV
MTV.
20.
So but we had flew into California and they had like a Dragon Ball Z store and a Hello Kitty store there. And I wanted some things in there. So Lisa basically bought the whole store for me.
Aw.
Mm.
Like to this day I still got like suitcases, notepads like with my writing and her writing on it. Um like everything that she bought, I still have it.
That's wonderful. I love
Yeah.
that.
And then she
That's beautiful.
when we used to do pottery together because she had like a pottery thing in her closet. Like she took one of her closets and made it into like a craft room.
I heard about that. That's dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my homeboy Bud, he just sent me yesterday like a link and it shows like I don't know who was recording, but it was showing like her in her room in the pottery room and the whole little thing. So it just brought back a whole bunch of memory. I was like, oh my God, like where did you find this at? He was like, it was on YouTube.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
Mm.
What's crazy is like that video that stuff that you posted yesterday. I had no idea that was you in that little in that fan mail concert. I had no idea that was you.
I thought that was beautiful. I was like,
Yep.
yes, yes.
Yes, I have a lot of videos. Raina always sending me a lot of videos. And I got an auntie. They have a lot of videos of me and Lisa coming around our family and stuff. I'm
That's
sorry,
beautiful.
raindrop. Yes.
So like what was maybe like if you can recall like the best piece of I guess like advice that she ever gave you?
She always told me to be myself and whatever I was wanting to do just to do it. Like I was really big into like technology and computers. She always showed me how to do stuff when it came to computers. You know how back in the day we had the Apple computers that was colorful.
Yeah.
So different stuff like that. I wanted to learn how to play the piano. She taught me how to play I'm Pretty on the piano. My mama had bought me a piano for Christmas one year.
Aw.
Yeah. And she
I
taught me a
love
lot.
that.
Yeah, I love every lot. Being around everybody, they all taught me a lot.
Do you have a favorite left eye look? Like a favorite outfit she wore?
Yes, my favorite outfit is and you know what's up. I love the outfit.
Oh,
That's my favorite verse.
Love that
Besides,
verse.
yes, I love that verse and I love her rapping I Believe in Me.
yes. Wait,
Yes.
which verse did I believe in me?
The whole song.
Okay.
I love
I
the whole
love
song,
that
but
song.
yes, I love that song.
Oh man, that
So
I
was
you
just
got
good.
your
listened to that the other
copy
day.
of the CD then, huh?
I have it. Yep. When she had first did it, she gave it to me, my cousin, and to this day we all still have our CDs. Yep. Well, most of us. I know me and my cousin Tamisia, she still have hers, and Kenny, he was like a one of my best friends that was stayed in the neighborhood of Lisa's.
Yeah, I actually got my Supernova album shipped from the United Kingdom back
Yeah.
in 2016, 2017.
Yep.
Wow.
So I've had it for a while. Yeah.
I've
And
had
it's
mine. Uh-huh.
and it's crazy how if you watch what was the name of that song from her album, the one that had the music video?
The
Block
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 party.
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 Black Party. Here we go. We see Little Snow here in Black Party. It's
That was
crazy
so
how
funny.
Mm-hmm.
fast time flies. Did you have fun making that video?
I had so much fun making that video. I was bald headed in that video because Tangy had called my godfather. He was like, "Hey, She was like, "Hey, I'm on the way to get snow. I need to make sure her hair done." The only thing I heard was in my mind, I was like, "Okay, she gonna leave me." So I took some scissors and cut one side of my head off, had my hair off because my god sisters were taking my hair down. So when Tangy got there, she was like, "Oh my god!" So my
I
mom and them
remember.
they was very mad. So when we flew to California, and Tangy was telling Lisa, she was like, "Hey, we're going to have to cut her hair." And Lisa was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it can be fixed." So when we got there, we walked in. She looked at my head. She looked at the barber. She was like, "Just shave it all off." 'Cause she was like, "Oh yeah, cannot be fixed." Because I cut it at the root. So
Oh my
I was a very
God.
bad kid. So that's how I end up bald head in the video.
That is so funny. You were still
Yeah.
cute
So
though.
I
Yeah.
know. I always tell my friends I look like a little Ethiopian.
How old was you in that video?
I think I was 8. If I'm not 8 or between 7 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually learned this too through Chanae that me and you are the same age.
I'm 29.
I'm 29 as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
Hey,
me too.
93 gang. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
93
Okay.
game.
Hey.
Hey.
92 for me. Back when TLC was just
Okay.
getting popping.
In fact,
Aw.
Mm.
How long did it take to like film that video? Was it just one day?
no, it took several days.
Okay.
Oh.
Um, I think it took 3 days. I really don't remember, but I know it was like I don't know how long it took, but it was like very fun because like being on a green screen and just like I'm pretty sure I ever seen like the behind the scenes video. I was just being extra. They're just me. I'm just a big old kid, so like hitting cartwheels and eating the food and just having fun. It was really fun. It was nice.
Wow.
It looked like it was fun. Like, the block party and it being like, very eccentric and electric and just, a lot of dance and family oriented. It seemed like you all had a ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did. It was a lot of dancing. We literally was dancing all night long. Yeah. I just thought about another memory that I had with Lisa. It was like we was at a fashion show and I walked down with her. We was walking down the catway and stuff, and then we had went to Burger King because I wanted how when they first came out with the Coca-Cola and the little slushies. So we had
Mm.
went to Burger King and she had this red truck. I mean this white truck. I'm sorry. And we put up
Mhm.
at Burger King and people, when we put up to the window and everybody was like freaked out. It was like, oh my God, it's left eye. And they just kept trying to give us all type of free stuff, and she was just smiling, signing autographs and stuff, and everybody was so excited. We stayed there for like at least like 20 minutes, but nobody cared because it was her. It was pretty fun. She always was a nice person. She'll give you the shirt off her back.
Wow. I'm just taking it all in. That's so cool.
Yeah, there are fun
Amazing.
memories. There are a lot of fun memories. Out of town, in town, at her house, whatever you can think of.
What was your favorite TLC music video?
I like No Scrubs.
Yes.
I like No
Same.
Scrubs, but like I got two. What about your friends and No Scrubs?
What about your
What
friends
about
that
your
blew up fire?
friends? Fire,
It,
yeah.
it's like there's so much happiness and the colors and it just like I just love What About Your Friends.
Do you remember when you first watched the No Scrubs video?
Um, yes, it was super excited because it kind of put me in the mind of I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, so it made me think about Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson and Scream. So I was like,
Hmm.
oh, this is super dope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you know,
If I remember right, I think Lisa's the one that wanted the whole futuristic type stuff. That's how
yeah,
and then look in Block Party. She's got the
Yep.
futuristic thing going
I
on
was
in
gonna
Block
say
Party,
that.
and I'm just like, I see the video today or the other day again, and somebody in the comments was like, this video came out way before its time, and I'm like, okay,
right,
but hey, it's still a bop. It's still a bop. You can go back and still
yeah,
bop to it. So it doesn't matter what
yeah.
year it came out. If the music can bop, it's bopping.
Yes.
She was always ahead of her time with
Yeah.
everything that she did. Her music, even like unreleased music. It's like I might hear like certain songs, like certain people. If it's some artists that uses that have one of their songs is the beat from Jenny, but a lot of people don't know
Hmm.
that.
Wait,
I
say that
can't think
again.
of the
I'm
name of the
sorry.
artist. It's one of the artists. It's one of the artists that's out here right now. But they one of their popular songs is the beat from Jenny, that's on Lisa album.
Yeah, like it was
And
it
I was
was Rick Rock that produced it, and Jazzy Faye was featured on it.
yeah. I was listening to one of the songs. I was like, dang, this sounds like Lisa beat. I'm like, okay, and I'm listening. I'm like, okay, this is it. So
Yes.
she was a pretty dope artist, a dope person all around. Like I have a lot of memories. My cousins have a lot of memories. My mom, we all do. Like I got memories from when I was a kid. Like this one time they was looking for me. I was long, but I was small, and they was looking for me, and they didn't know where I was at. It wasn't. I think it was Lisa and Tangy them and Tab. And they were searching all over the house trying to find me because they thought they lost me, but I was asleep at the end of Lisa's bed behind her bag of wigs. So on the reason how they found me was they finally sat down. It was like, what is this little hard thing right here? And it was me, just knocked out.
I can't. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. That was funny. Oh. Hmm.
So, do you see any other influences other than that song that you mentioned? That you're like, okay, no, this came straight from Lisa. Like, I like whatever is going on now that you see. It didn't even have to be like music, but just in art or in the world in general, like in the culture. Do you see that at all?
Yeah, I see a lot of when you say a lot of artists, they pick like different looks and might use it. But I really like that Cardi B. Basically, every video she do something that has to do with
Mm,
left eye.
she
Yeah,
Um,
does. Yeah.
very true.
a lot of yep, you got some a lot of the rappers, a lot of the female rappers, they always like thinking they sound like her and like want to use her flow, but everybody's flow is different. Like
Hmm.
I was like on the Heat, they got this song. She was like, "I'm gonna burn this bitch down like I'm left eye." I thought it was funny when I first heard it because I'm like, hold on, wait, what? So you got a lot of little different people that try to do it, but they do their own thing in their own way.
Yeah.
Like Sweetie, yeah, they got their own little flavor, but she still plays a role in the culture because even kids that's younger than us, like 5 or I say between 5 and 10, like they listen to the music and they just be so in tune with it and they just like, oh my God, like I love TLC. I mostly love Left Eye. So her music
Hmm.
and her voice and her influence is gonna always be in this world for decades and centuries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because see, Lisa was one of them celebrities like where it don't matter what situation you put her in or what she is, she's gonna always be her. Like you can like where we from, like you can always like anytime I go to the hood and like I see like any older people, they always be like, oh yeah, remember when Left Eye was all in the hood, she was just chilling with us and she was just such a down to earth person. Like she could always come over there and nobody would bother her ever. And they used to love that. They was like her hood bodyguards, you
Oh,
got you.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about nothing. So she never had to worry about that because it like wherever you put her in, she just made the best out of it. She wasn't one of them
Yeah.
stuck up celebrities, and I don't met a lot of those.
I bet.
like when you was
What?
talking.
I'm
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
When you was talking about influences, I'm telling you, like I was how was it? Like I think it was yesterday, no, 2 days ago. I was at a friend's house and we were just watching Doja Cat's Coachella performance, and I remembered right after that there was this fan called Dedicated TLC. On Instagram, they uploaded this rare video of Lisa performing with TLC on the fan mail tour, and I'm like, wow, the
Yeah,
symmetry. Like
yep,
no one was doing what Lisa was doing when Lisa was out,
at
and now
all.
you got so many different female rappers now, like killing it, like how she was killing it with TLC.
Facts,
Hmm.
facts. No one was on her
Yeah.
level. She had
Nah.
a different mindset. She had a vision. She had a vision.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why it just be like kind of killing me sometime when I'm like, they always like, who's the best, female rapper and this, that, and the third. And it's like, why isn't my girl at the top of the list in the
Exactly.
conversation when it's
Come
sometimes because
on.
it's just like, I just don't get it. I'm like, yes, she was an incredible rapper, but she was such an amazing writer and, like you said, a visionary.
Yeah,
Like she's thinking about the whole entire picture, whereas somebody might not just not might be their strength. Like everybody is not an all-around creative. Everybody can't draw. Everybody can't sew. Everybody can't
right.
dance and do it all at the same time. So I'm like, if we're talking the best of the best, she needs to be at the top of that
She
list. If y'all ain't going,
Yes.
if
exactly,
y'all ain't going to try to do number one, she
Yes.
need to be at the top. Period.
exactly.
Yes.
I agree. Yep, yep. She was a dope person.
Hmm.
Yeah, for real. Mm,
So, I think we all like kind of know Left Eye. She loved to throw down in the kitchen. So,
yes.
like, do you have a favorite meal that she would make you?
I like her gumbo. It was pretty good. It was nice. See, okay, let's go back to Lisa being so futuristic. When I was like, she was the first person that had a hibachi grill in her kitchen.
A
So
what?
a hibachi grill in her kitchen because she really loved
Like
to
at the
cook.
Japanese steakhouse.
Yes. So
Oh,
her,
Okay.
the very first person. So if you ever go, she remodeled her like her whole kitchen and put the grill in there with the big introduction fans and stuff like that. So her kitchen looked like a restaurant kitchen.
you talking about the
She was
house
the
at Stone Mountain, Georgia, right?
mhm. She was the
You
first
know
person
what?
that had like the Sub-Zero refrigerators because they had like a lot of space, you know. But Lisa could cook some gumbo.
You know, I remember watching
Her
this
kitchen was
video.
above.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go
Uh,
ahead. I'm listening.
I remember watching this video that leaked out a couple of years. I think it was last year. It was her in her house, and she was like doing this little video for Chef Die, in her kitchen, and I was looking. I'm like, why does this? Her kitchen looks so it looked like you said restaurant like. Like I noticed that what you say was a hibachi.
Yeah.
Like I saw it, but I'm like, it's not what I'm. Is that what I'm looking at? But I couldn't keep focus on it because Lisa. But I'm
Mhm.
like, I kind of caught that, but I didn't know what to call it. But that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, that kitchen was laid out. It was
I seen that
beautiful.
yesterday, and I was like, yeah, her kitchen is lit. Like everybody, um, I guess like did their kitchens like her because I think when she said, my mom and them, if I recall, they said that they when they was doing it, they told her that her kitchen was like a 20-year ahead of everybody else.
Wow.
So yeah, I seen that yesterday with the chef die because that's what we was. Lisa told me when I was younger to like write a recipe and we was gonna make it. So
Yeah.
in that Hello Kitty binder, that's what I did. I wrote the recipe so we can make it. Cause she was like she used to love the chef from South Park. It was like one of her favorite cartoons. The chef and
Oh, the
Kenny.
chef.
Yeah. Lisa was a big South Park fan.
Now, because now I'm thinking about Chef Dot, and I remember someone saying it was a kids cooking show. So, and now she shot a pilot. Like, were you in that pilot?
I think I was.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
What do
She
you
got a lot of
remember?
in the kitchen cooking. It's a lot of unreleased videos. You know, a lot of stuff that we did. Cause back in the day, like people didn't do nothing but record for fun. So
Hmm.
everything is on VS tape, VHS, or whatever it's called. It's on tape. So, like I said, I got an auntie, and she like 71, but she got a lot of video of Lisa, just being around her coming and all type of stuff, like pictures that I ain't never seen before. I'm going through her picture book because she got about 1,000 of them. So, me and Lisa and my mom when I was like a baby and when I was like actually taller, you know. So it's a lot of stuff because they just constantly recorded. Like they were just always doing something. Even they just waking up and was like, because my mom used to always tell them like, we need a reality show. Like before they did a reality show on TV, she would tell Lisa like, we really need one. Like people would love to see the life of what we do every day.
Hmm.
Yes, y'all. I love that reality TV show. That'd have been great.
That would have been
Ooh.
great. That would have been one for the culture right there.
Okay.
Because I got this the last time I was at like Lisa house when I was like when I spent the night there, I had to be about 15. I sat on her steps and as I was sitting on her steps, I seen something appear to the right of me. So when I was younger, I used to write my name everywhere. And mind you guys, Lisa house has been repainted, remodeled, and everything. So my name appears on the left of me on the third step. Is my name written right there? So I was like, what in the world?
Wow.
So I didn't say nothing. It kind of freaked me out, of course. So I'm like, okay. I go later on that day. I go to sleep and I turn off the light. And the room is like pitch black dark. But I'm sitting on the bed and I feel somebody sit on the bed with me. So I was like, okay. let me just calm down because I'm pretty sure it's her. She probably just excited to see me, you know. So it was interesting. I was like, wow. I guess she was like, okay, let me show you your name that you wrote on my wall. And it's like, her mom had it like in pink and white stripes. So it was in one, oh, it was in pink and purple. I think it was purple or pink. It's one of them, but it was in the stripes. So I asked Aunt Wanda, I was like, you didn't see my name when you did this? And she was like, no. And I showed her.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That was interesting. It was really scary. I was freaked out at first, and I was like, okay, just like for a hot second, I was just like, okay, I'm scared.
Mhm.
Okay, no, I'm not.
Mhm.
I love how spiritually in tune you all are. Like, yeah, I heard spiritual stories sometimes. I'm like, wow. Oh,
Yeah. See, like a lot of people don't know, like when Lisa passed, her passing, she came to me and they joined in our dream, and I remember it like it was yesterday because it was like we was playing like the normal stuff that we do, and it was like a white cloud behind her, and she was just like, but your mom is about to come and wake you up, and what she's gonna tell you is true. Everything is gonna be okay. And then she kind of like faded away, and I was like, well, like what is she talking about, So when she woke me up and told me, and like it was like I I I, I felt comfortable because she came and told me bye. She was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that was just crazy. So later on in life, people used to always ask me like, oh, how did you feel? Like I felt fine because she actually came to me. So it wasn't like a surprise. And Dejan, he felt the same way. So like at her funeral, my mama, I know I could not stay woke at all. Like it was just like a sleep was over me because the whole time I'm at her funeral, she's in my dream. Like we
wow.
are back to doing the same stuff that we was doing. So
Wow.
I always been like I get that from Lisa, like me so in tune, like very spiritual and stuff like that. I have always been that type of person. So that
Mhm.
was very
Yeah.
interesting in me.
It's very intense.
Very.
But I love that. It's like your family always being close by you, always there for
Hmm.
you. Just like never, maybe physically not there, but just never leaving you. So that's really
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing. I never heard anything like that before.
Yeah. It only happened
Wow.
to two of us. Yep. So I
Uh,
was like, it was interesting.
so that so that new headstone that she had, it is, I tell you what, it is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
How did that headstone come about to replace the original one? How'd that come about?
I really don't know. I just think that somebody, I think Raindrop. I keep calling her Raina. She goes by Raindrop now. I think Raindrop seen somebody on the Instagram or somebody reached out to her. Um, and I know he did one for them. And um, I cannot think of the name of the state, but it was like she was like, okay, we're gonna redo it. And I was like, okay, cool. But when we actually saw it, it was just so beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, like I was not expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting it to look how it actually looked on the internet. Because sometimes it'd be like what you see and what you get.
Hmm.
Well, it's very beautiful. It's very long. It's beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yeah, it's like I seen it and I'm like, Lisa would totally dig how it looks now. She would totally like it.
Yeah. Cause the tombstone that she had in there before, it held up for a very good time. Like it was, it still looked good to this day. A lot of people go into and put coins. And, the coins really don't supposed to be on there. It makes mess up the tombstone and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why they was ready to change it too, because they put it in the rainbow. They always put the coins in the rainbow. I think Lisa had one of the biggest funerals in history of any rapper, anybody in the world.
I mean, well popular, inspiration to everybody. I actually was
Yeah,
crazy. I actually have an Atlanta Falcons jersey with her birth year on it, and on the back of it, it says Left Eye. And I got that
nice.
created in 2017, and I I don't wear it as much as I used to, but every once in a while I'll bring it out. I was gonna wear it tonight, but I'm like, I have no idea where I put it, but I just know that an Atlanta Falcons one in her honor. So
Nice, nice. Hey,
I
yes, I
could have did
remember
80,
when
but I'm like, nah, 71 will work.
nah, exactly. I remember when we used to go. I used to go with Lisa and Andre. He used to have. I think it's a Porsche. I mean, not a Porsche. What's the one with the wings? It's a Chevy, the fast one. I cannot think of the
Corvette.
name of it right now. There you go. Yeah, he had one of those, and we used to ride with him because I was small, so I used to sit like in the back part, and we used to go fast. We used to have fun. And I just seen him like a couple of years ago when they was filming his documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. Talked to him and stuff. We went up there. He was excited to see me because I haven't seen him in so long. Yeah, he's a cool person.
Yeah.
So you
What's
said that
funny
was a
is
I'm sorry.
what's funny is the other day, my friend cracked me up the other day, and I told him I was doing this show, and he was like, "Oh, you mean the old girl that burned down Andre Rison's house?" I'm like, "Oh Lord, here we go." So I sent him the video of
Right.
her. So I sent him the video of her explaining on the Last Days of Left Eye what exactly happened. He was like, "She still burned it down."
Yeah.
It's like no matter what you say, you try to tell them it's an accident. She still burned it down. I'm like, oh god.
Right. That's the highlight of people life. They like, okay, I'm gonna left eye on you.
Yeah. You heard that song that this R&B singer made like in 2002? Like she was like made a tribute to Lisa called "Pull a Left Eye."
No, I haven't heard that one.
I forgot her name. I gotta look up her name. I'm gonna look at her name right now.
I
But
do know
it
that song that's in the heat. She was saying the same thing. I think it's what is I think Iggy. I think that was Iggy.
maybe because Trina actually used the same reference too before.
Okay. A
I
lot of
can't.
people do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Yeah, a lot of
Krayshawn
people.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wild
funny.
times.
Man.
Oh, here
Yeah.
was her name. Her name was Fundisha.
Fundisha. Okay, no, I haven't heard that one. That's funny. Okay.
I'll pull a left eye.
Pull a left eye.
Wait.
Oh
Wow.
man.
That's funny.
It's just
It's a
hard to believe.
whole R&B song.
I'm gonna have to look that one
Not
up.
R&B.
Yes.
Exactly.
Can you play the song? Because I know you was playing stuff earlier. Can you play the song so she can hear it?
Which one was
All you
it?
gotta do is YouTube. All you gotta do is YouTube pull a left eye, and her name will pop up.
Pull a left eye. Ain't that something?
Oh God, that's funny. Uh, it seems like whenever you bring that up, that's the first thing somebody brings up, and I'm just like, you know what? I can't with y'all.
Yes.
I was like,
She
I
burned
was
down
like, if
his
you
house.
go back, it's like if you go back and you look up the lyrics to every single lyric that she wrote, half of those she wrote freestyle, and they look on, they're like, oh, these lyrics have meaning. I'm like, they're meaning because a lot of
Duh.
it came from her. Like especially when she was in rehab, she wrote the rap to Waterfalls. Turned out to be a big hit, you know. It's like, and now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
now you see that rainbow on her tombstone because she had mentioned that she had seen a rainbow yesterday in that song. So a lot of her lyrics mean something to other people who may be going through something.
Yes. Have you guys seen We Are the Millers when the guy was rapping there at the end?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, that was so funny to me. And it's crazy because I was like, dang, when I had first seen it, I was like, that's pretty interesting that even you fast forward, 12 years later, and her music is still in movies. And even when the movie had
Mm-hmm.
went off in the credits, they were still playing that song.
I,
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I watched the movie, and then not only did they play her verse, they highlighted her verse. Like everybody had to it had to be rap.
Rap it.
It had to be.
Yes,
And I'm
it
like,
had to be.
yes.
Yes, I love that about that movie. That's one of my favorite movies to this day because it's super funny. Mhm.
But
Let's see.
but we're cutting close to end of showtime. But could you imagine if we got Facebook, social media, and Twitter? Like, what would she be saying on Twitter? What would she? I think Chili
If
brought
we
that up.
had,
What I think a few years ago in a documentary. I think.
yes, if we had social media back then, it'll be different. Like it'd be like a uncut, just seeing like the real her, like a very free spirited person. Like if you didn't have a shirt on, she would give you a shirt off your back. Like it would be just how everybody say, and what the public did see, it'd be just like that. It would be like in her spare time, like people would really be like, oh wow, this is really her. What more so? So it'll just be like, okay, that's pretty cool. She was, oh, she was all about making sure everybody win. It wasn't nobody who around her that wasn't gonna win. Okay, my business partner finally pulled up here, so I gotta go.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, thank you, Snow, for joining us. Thank you so much
Thank
for
Yes,
you.
telling us
thank
your
You're
you.
welcome.
stories and everything.
Thank y'all.
And you have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank y'all
Be
so much.
safe.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
That was wonderful.
I know.
That was.
I love that. Cause you
It
know
was
why?
nice to hear
Cause
some of
like
those
I
things.
just always would see her face, like how y'all mentioned in everything, like in
Mhm.
videos or like the picture from behind the scenes, like it's the fan mail. Cause I would just always see her as this kid, and it's just like, wow, she's just seems so wonderful.
I got a tidbit for y'all too, like a little fun fact there. So not only was she on stage, but guess who else was on stage?
Hmm.
Lloyd, the singer.
What?
When?
That same performance when they were doing I'm Pretty and Snow was on stage. There's Lloyd when he was a little boy. Like he was
Oh,
on
okay.
stage.
Uh,
How old is Lloyd now? I thought he was a little bit older.
I don't know, but I know he wasn't as old as he was when you
Well,
came out.
yeah. No. But I remember seeing him in the Sammy video, and he was a kid then.
Hmm.
So I was like,
That Sammy video was literally about the same time that tour happened, so he was a kid.
that's true. Dang. Wow.
it's
That's
just
crazy.
crazy how. Did you see? So it's like just like the other day I was looking at somebody. I was following something on one of the groups on pictures on Instagram or something about TLC. You scroll and okay, there's Snow and Lisa. You scroll, okay, there's Snow and TLC. I'm like, what in the world? So and then so luckily when I had I reached out to her like sometime last week and she said, hey, I'm down. So that's how her appearance became about on here and that little logo that I sent you, Jackson and Jordan. That is a promotional photo that I'm going to keep for a very long time because it felt so nice to actually do this. It's like I felt
Mhm.
like it was the right time. And
Yeah.
Jackson was actually on my very first episode of Nothing But Talk. Now she is here on episode 3. And Corduroy Boy, love the song. Continue making great music.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And I love the fact that because I actually made that collage of Snow, so I like that you used it. It was great. I
Yeah,
was like, yes, yes. Oh, I love it.
yeah, that's where I think that's where I got it from. Yeah, I got it from something, but I was like, I like this. I'm like, let me use this for the promotional standards and stuff. But
Mhm.
Jordan, thank you for being a part of this and continue posting great comment on the IS right. If you guys want to keep things up to all things TLC or Left Eye, make sure you click on Facebook, the IS right Facebook page for all you need to know, old school pictures, videos, or anything you need to know.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm working on something really big for Lisa's 20 year, the 20 years since she's been gone. Something for about her life and her legacy, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be beautiful. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Just so like keep it locked on the page. It's gonna be great.
Yes, I can't wait.
We're looking forward to it. And Lloyd is 36 years old.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll look it up.
All right.
But again, Jordan, thank you for joining us tonight, and hope you have an amazing night.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Y'all have a good
Yes.
night. Be blessed and stay
You
blessed.
too.
Always right.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Good meeting y'all.
You too.
Bye.
But before we sign off, do you have any other projects? So what other projects are you working on?
So I'm working on more songs right now. And just trying to, be consistent all over social media. So yeah, anybody who's listening out there, if you want to stream my song Corduroy Boy, it's out, I think, pretty much everywhere, as far as like platforms
I found it
go.
on
It's on
Spotify.
YouTube too. Yep, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Audio Mac, Amazon Music, Deezer. It's on a lot of stuff, SoundCloud. So
Will you
yeah, I
make
appreciate you for having me.
big? I'm friends with her. I know her. I knew she was gonna be a big. But
Yes.
Jackson, thank you. And anytime you want to do nothing but talk with me, let me know. Cause hey, that comedy special, we still got to do that comedy special that you wanted to do about The Office. I've not really watched The Office
Yes.
that much, but I like to hear you. But I would love to just hear you and Tori talk about it, and I'll just laugh along with y'all. Okay.
Okay, I'm down for sure.
But you have a wonderful night, and this has been the celebration of 20 years.
Yay!